Hello girls, gays, and non-binary babes. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hello, my name is Boston. Today we're talking about the books that I'm going to be reading in October. So my TBRs are never really all that long. I usually pick a few books that I definitely want to read, and that's my TBR, and I usually stick to it. But this month, it's quite ambitious. I mean, I can definitely manage to read all of these, but I'm very much a mood reader, so hopefully I read them all. But they're mostly spooky, and it's spooky season, so I assume I will be in the mood for them. But yeah, I'm really excited to talk about all these books, and without any further ado, let's get into it. So the first book that I want to talk about is not out yet. It is one of my most anticipated releases of the entire year, and that is When Night Breaks by Janella Angelis. So this is the sequel to Where Dreams Descend, which was one of my favorite books of last year, and I am so excited for the sequel. I genuinely cannot wait. I have it pre-ordered. Like, hopefully it'll get here as soon as possible. It comes out on October 5th, so it is pretty soon. Oh my god, that's literally like 2 weeks away, 3 weeks away. No, that's like 2 weeks away. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Anyway, this is, like I said, the sequel, and I have no idea what to expect. With how Where Dreams Descend ended, I really don't know what to expect from this. If you don't know, Where Dreams Descend is a kind of circus story, kind of, like, it's got that vibe to it. So basically our main character is a magician, and she is traveling to another city to try, it's like an America's Got Talent thing, it's like a talent competition thing, and it's full of magic and mystery, and the romance is to die for, and I absolutely love it. That's like half the reason I love the book so much. But yeah, I'm so excited for the sequel, and I will be reading this as soon as I get my dirty little hands on it. The next book that I will be rereading, is The Camelot Betrayal by Kiersten White, and I'm rereading this in preparation for the what is it called? Excalibur Curse, Jesus, which is the third and final book in this trilogy, the first one being The Guinevere Deception. And basically I want to reread this because I know by heart everything that happens in The Guinevere Deception, but I've only read this once, so I do want to give it another reread and make sure I'm fully caught up before the next book comes out in November. So I won't be reading the Excalibur Curse next month, obviously, because it won't be out, but I'm going to be rereading this in preparation. I can't wait. The Guinevere Deception is one of my favorite books, and it's such a great trilogy. I just genuinely have so much fun with it, and I really love it. And these covers are gorgeous too. I mean, come on. Yeah, really excited to reread this, and excited to go back into this world. So the next book that I want to read, all the rest from here on out are going to be October themed, spooky themed, and I am so excited. Oh my gosh. So the first book we have is The Damnation Game by Clive Barker. This is a horror. These are all going to be horror, and it follows a man who is stuck in a terror-shrouded fortress of his own design. And that's like really all I know about it, but that's all I needed to know. It kind of gave me Labyrinth vibes, and I'm intrigued. Hopefully this goes better than House of Leaves did with the whole Labyrinth idea, but I mean, who even knows if this is going to be Labyrinth themed, but it just sounds very gothic and mysterious. So very much looking forward to this one. The next book, I found this author on TikTok, and it just, like, she came up on my For You page and was talking about this book, and I was like, you know what? I may have to read it. So I bought it, And that is The Ancient Ones by Cassandra L. Thompson, and this is about vampires. I think it's mostly like a fantasy with romance in it. I don't know how I'll feel about the romance, but I'm definitely intrigued, and I am really getting into vampire stories this year, so of course I had to pick this one up. This is part of a series too, so if I like this, I will be reading more. And it's not too long. It's like under 300 pages, so I should be able to finish this fairly quickly, and I'm very excited. The next book I have had on my shelves for a hot minute, and that is The Deep by Nick Cutter. I actually read The Troop, I think last year, and I really liked it, so of course I had to pick this one up because it takes place in the ocean, in the deep, and I am terrified of the ocean. I'm terrified of like bodies of water, so naturally had to pick this one up. And I don't really know much of what it's about. There's a plague. Oh yeah, it causes people to forget like small things at first, and then big things that are super important. And in order to study this phenomenon, a special research lab has been built 8 miles under the sea's surface. When the station goes incommunicado, a brave few descend through the lightless fathoms in hopes of unraveling the mysteries lurking at those crushing depths, and perhaps to encounter an evil blacker than anyone could possibly imagine. So yeah, super interested in this. I cannot wait to read it. It is pretty long. Actually, not really. It's 400 pages, but it just looks big, so it's kind of intimidating. But yeah, I'm super excited, especially because it's by Nick Cutter, and I've read his stuff before, and I know that I like his stuff. So yeah, sorry if I sound a little off today. I have been sick with a cold / the flu. That's why there was no video last week. And I still am like a little raspy from it, so yeah. So the next book I recently hauled. I've been wanting to read this for so long, and of course the moment I wanted to read it, my Walmart no longer had any copies, so I had to order it online, of course. But anyway, that is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. But I am excited to read this. If you don't know, this is already a Netflix movie. Yeah, it's a movie. And I know that it's gothic, it's a romance, and I think the movie stars Lily, whatever her name is, Lily something, and I like her. So I'm reading this. All I know is that it's gothic, and I'm picking it up. That's all I needed to know. I'm excited. Leave your thoughts down below if you've read this, because I have heard literally nothing about it other than in reference to the movie. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see how other people have liked this or not liked it. And the last 2 books we have are a couple of classics, and the first one is The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins. If you hear creaking, that's my chair. But anyway, this is a big book. It may not look like it, but the text is teeny tiny. This is about, oh my god, what? This is like 600 pages. Oh my god, this is not gonna be fun. I don't really know what this is about, but I know it's a classic gothic horror story. So all I know about this is that it follows a guy who sees a woman in white on a road, and I'm pretty sure she's a ghost or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I know. It's long. It's probably gonna be good, but it's long. So pros and cons. But yeah, I'm super excited for this nonetheless. I love myself a good gothic classic. So yeah, super excited. And the final one is another reread, and that is Jane Eyre, another big fat one. I love this book, and I have not read it in years. I've only read it once, actually, and I really need to reread it because I adore this book so much. I adore it. I cannot explain to you enough. Also, the movie adaptation starring Michael Fassbender, perfection. Anyway, if you don't know what Jane Eyre is about, it's about a woman who falls in love with a guy and turns out he has some hidden secrets in his attic. Very gothic, very weird, but very fun and romantic, and I am kind of in love with it. So yeah, gothic classics can never go wrong, and this is one of my faves, so I will be rereading. You can bet your bottom dollar I will be, and I'm so excited. So yeah. So that is my TBR for October. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know some of your October TBR books down below. I'm so excited to know what you guys are going to be reading, and I'm definitely looking for more recommendations. I'm always looking for horror and gothic recommendations, so feel free to leave them down below, please. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!